I got to start over. Sorry. Okay, so 5 customers reached out to me and they said, Lorenzo, um, can you lead the rest of the credit industry? You give important information, you educate us, your prices are unbelievable. Now, for the month of February, people that people got credit sweeps for $100. You're not going to get that nowhere else. So these customers came to me and they said, "Can your company keep it at $100 and still be able to function?" And I thought about that. So and I thought about it, and I thought about it. To give somebody real help, this is what we do. We educate. We give a master list that adds 200 points to your current credit score. No one does that. No one. You can look under every rock, every stone. Nobody does it. We're the first company that actually has a master list that actually helps you to get you going. Now, there's some people, they get the master list and they don't utilize it. And when you don't utilize something, guess what happens? You fail. And then you look to point the finger. And just like I tell people, I just got a call from this one lady today. She says, my score is still down. I said, I want to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you 5 questions. I said, have you done the Experian Boost? Have you went to the 4 other places I checked on the master list? You know what she said? She said, no. I said, why not? This is why I give the master list. This is why I tell you to do the Experian Boost. Because this is going to assist you and help you with your score. If you don't follow directions, or you cannot follow directions, or you're in a rush to get your credit score up, this is not for you. Don't bother calling me. Don't bother texting me, because it's not for you. This program is for people that's going to pay attention, people that's going to follow directions, because when you follow directions, your score climbs. I have a young lady now, her score is 7-something because she followed directions. I have another lady, her score is 750. She followed directions. I have people that say, hey, Lorenzo, my score is going up. I'm great. I'm happy with your services, because they listened. When you do not utilize the tools that you are given, you will fail. Plain and simple. When you throw away documents that I need to further your success, guess what? It's your fault. You can only point the finger at yourself. You can't say, hey, Lorenzo didn't do this, Lorenzo didn't do that. No, it is your fault. I didn't throw your credit reports in the trash. You did. So you cannot blame me for anything. The only thing you can say Lorenzo Kirby did, Lorenzo Kirby increased my score. That's all you can say. That's it. People, you have to be focused. You have to take charge of your life. I tell all my customers, you got a problem? Text me. You got a problem? Call me. If I don't get back to you, I will definitely text you back. If you see your score going down, there's a reason. There's a reason. It's not something that I filed because your score is going down. It's something that's in your file that needs your attention. That means when something on your, listen, if your credit score is going down, your first objective, your first job is to look at your report, see what it is, and send me a screenshot. Say, Mr. Kirby, this is why my credit's going down. What can you do? What I do, I take that screenshot, I look it over, I file a special paperwork to eliminate that so it won't happen again. That's number one. Number two, if you have student loans, get into a program, get into forbearance, get into a program that blocks your student loans from dropping your points. You know what you're supposed to do. The student loan provider tells you that you got two options. You can either make a payment or you can get into a program like a forbearance to block them from dropping your score. So when your score drops and because you haven't called up the student loan provider every 6 months and you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing, guess whose fault it is? That's your fault. You cannot blame me for that. Now, another thing. I tell most of my clients, get Experian. I'm gonna tell you why. There's people who say, oh, well, I have Credit Karma. Credit Karma is only going to do but so much. Credit Karma reports late, number one. Credit Karma is not going to show you the paperwork that I file. Credit Karma is not going to show you everything we are doing. So that's why I said get Experian Boost, and then it'll show you we filed this dispute, this fell off, your points increased by so many points. So this is what you need in order to win at anything you do in the credit game. You need Experian Boost. Leave Credit Karma alone. Credit Karma is good, okay, for like if you want to monitor your other two reports. But your main thing is to have Experian Boost because that's going to give you tools and it's also going to give you a report, So you want to keep Credit Karma and Experian so you can focus on your scores. You can see what you need to listen. You can look at your credit and you can see, okay, but this is what I need to do. I need to call Mr. Kirby and have a 20-minute conversation with him and tell him, listen, Mr. Kirby, this is what I need to focus on. This, and this, and this, and this. If we can focus on that, and we can focus on the hard inquiries, and we can focus on the closed accounts, and we can focus on the red flags, we can get myself to where I need to be. This is why I always ask every client, what's your goal? Because my job is to make sure you get to your goal. And if you talk to my clients, they'll say, hey, well, Mr. Kirby gave me education. Mr. Kirby gave me a master list. This master list is bringing my score up. Mr. Kirby told me about this, about that, and I'm looking pretty good. But then you have some people that want to rush. And they want to rush, and they think that, okay, well, if I rush this, if I rush that, if I buy a trade line, no. Because I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. Those of you that think you know what you're doing. If you rush to buy a trade line, and you're doing this, and you're doing that, and you're doing this, guess what's going to happen? Eventually, your score is going to come slamming down. And you're going to say, well, what happened? What went wrong? Have you ever seen somebody build a house? Brick by brick, cement, brick, cement, brick. They do it. It's a pattern. They take their time. Because if you rush, your house will come falling down. And that's not a good thing. All good things come to those who wait. This is why I tell people, After 14 to 20 days, then get a trade line. You get a trade line when you first call me up for credit repair. It makes no sense because most of your points are going to be gobbled up by your negative items. I've been doing this for years. I've gotten people houses, large loans, over $300,000 loans. And these people have been patient and waited. And they say, Mr. Kirby, is it time for me to do this? Listen, I got a guy that owns a trucking company. Got a $400,000 loan. And you know what he did? He said, Mr. Kirby, I'm following your lead. You tell me what I got to do. And every week he said, Mr. Kirby, can I do this, do that? Boom, 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 boom. He was doing everything he was supposed to do. And now he has that trucking company. Because he listened and he followed direction. I got a handful of people that don't listen. I got a handful of people that think that if they do it faster, then the results will come faster. No. What people don't understand is when you're in a rush, credit doesn't work like that. It just doesn't. And when you understand how credit works, it's patience. Just because you screwed up, put it this way. It's easy for a person to get in trouble, but it's hard to get out. That's why you have to have patience. You have to let people do their job. You know, I got another lady who calls me every 2 days. You know, and I said, Miss, I just filed the paperwork. It takes time. If you're in a rush, this is not for you. This program is not for you. It's not for you. No. If you're in a rush, this is not for you. I could tell you the time frame. I could tell you what's going to happen. I could tell you what you need to do to speed things up a little bit. But if you're in a super rush, this is not for you. You need to just say, you know what, Mr. Kirby, I need to go to someone else. And the next person is going to tell you the same thing. They're going to say, you can't do this overnight. It's a process. Now, if I'm sitting up and I tell you, oh, well, I could have your credit fixed in 7 days, I'll be lying to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. And if you don't like the truth or you can't handle the truth, then you need to go see somebody else. My job is to be honest. My job is to make sure I can help assist you with your goal. What you don't understand is your success is my success. So my job, I want to do the best that I can do to make sure you get where you're going. Thank you. Now, you can visit our website, which is www.kirbyscreditkingdom.yolasite.com. You can text me 610-470-8992 if you're interested in credit repair, credit sweep. We also have couples credit sweeps, which is $249. Our $100 special is still on for the month of March. So you can still get a sweep for $100, which is a great opportunity. Also, if you're looking for an investment, an IPO investment, the IPO investment is it's still available. Text me 610-470-8992 and I will text you the information. Also, if you need your taxes done, feel free to contact me 610-470-8992. Also, if you need help with the IRS, also text me or call me 610-470-8992. And we're always available. $100 for a sweep. You get the master list. You get credit education. we're always here to assist you. You know, whatever goal you have, um, we're here to point you in the right direction. Um, our partners with we have partners with certain companies that do trade lines. So if you need a trade line, you know, we could point you in the right direction. Uh, and I think that's about it. So I'm always available if you need help with your credit, or even if you just having a question, feel free to text me 610-470-8992. Thank you. Have a great day.